really know all that much about the grok, you know? Okay. Then there was another person I bumped into. David Cohen, no relation.
Oh, right.
David Cohen, nice guy.
Yeah.
I know him from 10 years already. I know him for like 10 years because we're both Unix guys. Okay? And
Unix means you don't have a penis.
basically, right? And no, it's a computer.
UNIX, not EUNECH.
Yeah, it's a computer program, and I'm a president of a computer or a Unix.
President of a defunct computer language.
No, it's not defunct at all, dude.
Oh.
Did you
well,
know
then
that?
how come you can't make money with it?
Hold on one second. Did you know that like out of the 50 top websites in the world, all 50 of them run on Unix?
No.
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Okay, it's always been that way. Linux powers the whole internet. The whole internet is powered with Linux.
It said Linux is the same as Unix?
Linux is a derivative. It's one of the flavors of Unix.
So how come you can't make money then?
The problem is that there's not enough need for a lot of guys to do it. That's the beauty of Unix. You get one machine, one guy running it, it runs the world. And now there's no need for other Unix guys. And that's what happened to us. Okay. So if you run Unix, you can replace a lot of high-paying salaries because you eventually get the computer to do everything. You know, Windows is always breaking down, and if you have one computer, you need like 6 admins, you know, just to try to fix the damn thing because nobody has a clue how to, because it doesn't fix. You put in Unix, you don't even need anybody because things run 24/7. Okay. By the way, Mac OS has some Unix under the hood.
Who?
Macs.
Oh, Macs.
You know Macintosh, Apples?
Oh, yeah.
They also have Unix underneath. Okay. What's happening here?
So, what? Anything David Cohen said that you want to talk about?
Oh, no, he just said that he's, you know, I bumped into him for the first time in years, right? And I bumped into him and he said, you know, I've seen you because you're involved with the show with Luke.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, you watch this of all people? I'm like, oh my God, you know. So it's once again like people know and people watching the show. And then this is the one that blows. You ready for this? This is the grand finale. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm okay, because they're probably going to be watching this. I hope it doesn't identify anybody. But all right, so I'm on the phone with
a friend.
With my landlord.
Okay.
I just hope this doesn't identify anybody. But I'm on the phone with my landlord, right?
Okay.
And you know, I'm like saying, you know, I need a new shower head or whatever.
Look at that fat guy run.
Right?
Yeah.
And she's like, dude, you know, I was just in the sukkah the other night, and like, you know, everybody's talking about your show.
No.
Yeah, everybody's
no,
talking about
your landlord.
Yeah, my landlord.
No.
Why?
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. She's like, you know, my nephew was in there, right? And he was saying, like, you know, because he's in law school or whatever, he doesn't have any time to do internet anymore. And when he gets on the internet, he only has time for one thing, and that's to watch Torah talks.
Unbelievable.
And the guy doesn't even know us.
Wow.
He doesn't know us, but he watches it really. So I know you're watching right now, right? This guy,
wow.
And I just want to say hello, a big shout out. Right, because we appreciate your viewership.
Yeah.
We think people like you are great.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that the greatest story?
Yeah.
And she was just like blown away.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, what? I know that guy. Oh, what? And like here we are, like, you know, just like, you know, schmoozing on the internet. Like people like think this is important. Boy, are they misguided. So you have no idea how famous we are right now.
I just wish it was attractive young single women who were watching.
Yeah, why aren't we bringing them in? Our demographics seem to be all these guys.
Yeah.
And I got more for
I
you.
think it's probably because you, number one, you give all these lurid sex stories.
Oh yeah, that's
number
just disgusting
two,
when
your
I do that.
misogyny, like your hatred and contempt for women.
Yes, that's a big problem. Yeah, especially
like,
the ones who are overweight and 40. I can't stand that.
Yeah. Like you pick on women's appearance. And critical. You make a lot of hurtful remarks about women. That's why they're not watching.
That's
but
right.
also, you tell some gross toilet stories.
Oh, that's
everybody wants to hear this.
Yeah. So,
and this is all totally inappropriate for a Torah show. Like if you want to do your schmutz show, you know, Rabs go on and say this is Rabbi Rab's schmutz show, and then just talk about dirty things the whole time if you want to do that. But you keep dragging this shtus, this nonsense, this filthy material. This what are some words for unclean in Hebrew?
Drek.
This drek. This tameh. This stuff. It's just tameh. It's
okay.
it's just inappropriate, and you keep like shoveling it into Torah talk. Like I come every week with like, I'm going to talk about the Gra, and I'm going to talk about the rabbinic commentator, the Meiri, and I'm going to talk about Torah. And you come in here week in, week out. You got to talk about sex,
right?
And women just don't dig that.
No, I'll tell you the truth.
It's totally inappropriate for a Torah show.
No, there's some truth to that because when you talked about the fecal matter in the bag, right? I posted about that. I posted the link on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And 3 females right off the bat said, "This is disgusting. This is why we won't watch Torah Talks. This is why we only watch your show when you go solo."
Exactly.
Because you turn women off.
Yeah, that's true.
What do women want? They do not want Luke. That's for starters. That's for starters. Can I go on to the okay? We're even more famous, as if in 2 weeks' time, bumping into 3 total strangers. Well, not total strangers, whatever.
Right.
People are into us. I have it on good authority that the following people have watched videos of us, have watched replay videos of us.
Okay.
Can I read off the list?
Yes.
The offices of Senators Orrin Hatch and Lindsey Graham.
No way.
House Representatives Peter King, Randy Forbes, and John Duncan, and whoever controls BarackObama.com. All of them have watched footage of us discussing the Rabashkin case. Okay? Big Brother is watching us. We are officially on the radar.
Wow.
How do you like them apples?
Great. How do you know this?
I know things. Because Big Brother has a little sister. I'm not going to make these things up. I have it on reliable information. I can't explain where. That's all there is to it. Okay, so a lot of people are watching this, lady. We are famous, and that's why we've moved up in income, and you've moved into this.
This
fancy. Let's give it up for Luke.
So I thought we could do like a cooking segment. I'll show people how to prepare raw oats with almond milk. So folks, you take your raw oats.
How is this Torah?
You pour it in a bowl, because it's all OU. It's all approved by the Orthodox Union. Then you pour in the almond milk, and then you sit in front of your computer and you eat. And so that's like a healthy move, lots of roughage for colon health.
Okay.
So raw oats, almond milk,
and you did that.
Lots of roughage, and that's the cooking segment for tonight. So I wanted to share that. Hey, have you ever had an Aura Soma reading?
No, and I really don't want one.
You sure?
Yeah, because it's got nothing to do with Torah.
It does, because it's subtle. But look at these pretty bottles. All I want you to do is pick 4 bottles that speak to you.
Okay, the one up in the very up there, that one.
Okay.
The one next to it.
Okay.
The purple with the teal underneath it on the second row. On the second row, right there. Right there!
I'm sorry.
There.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the one in the corner with purple and yellow. There you go.
Okay, great.
Alright.
So this is what we learn about you. Spiritual rescue is the primary thing on your mind right now. So that's what's going on for you.
It's a bunch of crap.
Physical rescue is also on your mind right now. New message, you're seeking like a new message, and turning the tide. So it's interesting because physical rescue was my first selection, and for you it was number 2. Spiritual rescue was my 4th selection. For you it was...
Okay, so we're just as badly
So
screwed
don't you
up.
think it's possible that the colors that speak to us say something about our personality?
No, I just
our
think they're
situation in
attractive
life?
colors. These are like colors that attract, these are uniforms on teams that we like to see.
So this is what it says about you. You're emotionally balanced. You're searching for the truth.
Okay,
especially
right away we know this is bullshit because I'm
with
not emotionally
regard to
balanced.
spiritual matters. You possess psychic and healing qualities,
Oh yeah,
as
right.
well as the ability to leave the body during sleep and to do healing work in areas of crisis. You often feel more tired when getting up in the morning than the evening before. So some of the challenge aspects of this personality: tendency be up